What are you offering?
More carry weight. Yeah, I'll go ahead and buy that. There's no reason to keep, Is there a reason to... Oh, wow, this doesn't sell for crap here. I gotta find a different vendor. But there's not a reason to keep trophies if I have copies of the ability, right? Regardless, I'll go ahead and ask that question.
See you.
What ails you?
Can't see out one eye, my lord.
Picked him as rain.
Look what I found!
Thank you, my lord.
That's a pain,
Right miracle
Nicholas.
you've worked.
Where'd you get
I'd
it?
like to
Was
repay.
lying in the street.
Convince those
Someone
knaves
took
on the city council
You
that
look
it's
me
stolen
straight in the eyes and lie, just like your pa.
Got you pretty good with that shit.
Now go
I'll
there.
get that little shit. Teach him to step on my turf.
Already did. Still had some salve I got off of sorcerers.
You robber.
King Daft. King for the... Tools majors. Needs him too much.
So, how are things?
Which is...
About time we made something clear, sorceress.
Yes, high time.
Me and my men will manage just fine without the help of you or any other mages. But you, well, without our help, you're sitting ducks for the temple guard. Who do I spy?
Geralt?
Hey, Triss.
See you two know each other. See you two know each other well. I was curious whether you'd managed to find me, Witcher.
Am I mistaken, or you got something to take up with me?
Who knows? Man with two swords and the skill to use them could be very useful these days.
Could have sent some underling to fetch me.
Could have, but I admit I wanted to see how you'd manage. See if you're as crafty as you are well crafted. See, Witcher, I've got plans. Big plans. Far-reaching plans to reshape this city head to toe.
Ever thought of seeking a seat on the city council?
City Council is a puppet troupe with a hierarchy of the Church of the Eternal Fire as its puppeteer. Until recently, that is, when Radovid and his witch hunters took the reins. The semblance of power don't interest me.
A man with a vision.
One day, the so-called free city of Novigrad will be truly free. But before that can happen, we got to rid it of superstition, farting around about the hallowed essence of the eternal fire. Nonsense for kiddies.
Apparently not. Cheering crowd at the execution. Mostly adults.
Any crowd of rabble will cheer to the stench of burning flesh. But one day, folk will understand the eternal fire's naught but a leash around their necks. They call this place the Putrid Grove, but it's the rest of Novigrad that's putrefied. This here's the last bastion of normality, sanity, reason. I'm actually glad someone like you's found his way to our city, because it will be our city one day, Geralt. Mark my words.
Yours, plural.
Yeah, mine. And me friends. But that's a tale for another time. For now, I'll leave you two alone. Because I can see, well, you clearly need it.
Geralt, I have a lot of things to take care of in town.
I'll be glad to tag along. What's your arrangement? He using you?
Helping me to survive, actually.
6 months ago, if somebody said Triss Marigold would be working for a Novigrad criminal, I'd never have believed it.
6 months ago, Triss Marigold parted with someone very dear to her and had to start anew. Hasn't turned out like I imagined. Come on, let me give you a taste of my life.
Madam Sorceress. Beautiful as ever. Damn shame to part.
Don't fret. Bound to be back soon. I take it you're in Novigrad on important business.
Important doesn't do it justice. I'm looking for someone.
More precisely?
Yep,
A
Tristan.
young woman who's like a daughter to me.
Her? Here? No, impossible.
She was here. There are witnesses, evidence. Was hoping you'd heard something. You've been here a while. I need you to help me find something, anything, a trace.
I'll do everything I can, of course. Who might know more?
Man. She's gonna get us into so much trouble, I can feel it. Like in my bones.
Didn't look like rain.
Oh, I love this weather.
A
Weather
storm,
effects.
damn it.
Hello, Klug. Managed to get those magic incense ingredients?
Yes, somewhat with difficulties, you might say. I was walking along the canal with a sack full of goodies for you. Looked up and spied a trio of temple guards coming the other way.
Get to the point, Klug. No time today for one of your long stories.
Wait! A sack full of magicalities and they were coming straight towards me. I don't easily frighten, but I felt a cold sweat on my arse, I did. I'm afraid I had no choice. I dropped the sack in the water. I had to. When asked why, I claimed it contained a dead cat. You shan't believe this, but they believed me.
I need that package, Klug. I've got a contract.
It must be on the canal bed. Luckily, it was heavy enough to sink. I'm sure it'll turn up if you search.
You expect me to pay you, then dive for my goods into that ice-cold filth?
I can do that. Where'd you toss the package?
Near the crane. Second bridge in from the harbour.
I didn't expect such devotion.
Wanted to freshen up anyway. Let's go.
Stop. Hear that? They've come for us.
The fall didn't break until I began to prick his heels. Every man's got his sensitive spots. Interrogated a mage once. Pain couldn't touch him. Tore off his fingernails, crushed his bollocks, nothing. Turned out, he was devilishly ticklish. I placed a beetle on his belly and set a mug atop it. Damn near went mad.
We were lucky this time, but you'd best leave via the sewers. The trapdoor's in the floor.
Take care of yourself, Klug.
That's cruel, man. Tickling's not cool. That's the mean stuff. Oh, there was a different book we picked up. Oh, it leaves them highlighted if I haven't read them? I feel like I should have known that already. Pearls of the North, Oxenford. Oxenford, a gem snuggling into the bosom of the Pontaran east of Novigrad. A cradle erected upon Redenian soil, nurturing the greatest minds not only of that kingdom, but of all the North. To walk its hallowed academy halls is to embark on a journey through learning, from the finest points of philosophy to the greatest strokes of art, with stops made to admire architecture and dissect medicine along the way. Peer to either side and you will spy fellow travelers in your pilgrimage of learning. The students, they throng Oxenfurt streets, lending it to indelible imprint of youth, and can be felt the moment you pass through its gates. Dormitories stand geek by jowl, booksellers hawk used tomes on every corner, and under every tree fresh faces debate poetry with passion. Yet youth is not all slate and compass, and the young here shirk none of its other typical pastimes. Raucous and merry are the city streets, both by day and even more so by night. Though the city councilors have forbidden the sale of alcohol after dusk, no one seems eager to enforce with this stricture, and wisely so, for any loss of sleep is more than made up for the gains. Profit to fatten its innkeepers' pockets, and late-night crooning of troubadours to enrich its souls. As for its architecture, of particular note are the recently renovated elven aqueducts used to clean the city sewers. They stand as witness to the city's innovative spirit. You will not find their like in all the civilized world, yet dominating the town's architectural visions like a glistening crown is the complex of buildings that comprises the Oxenfurt Academy. Few today remember these edifices constructed by the elves predate the city itself. It is the institution that named the city and not vice versa. Today, Oxenfurt Academy enjoys a reputation matched only by the Imperial Academy in Nilfgaard, of greatest renown. The departments of alchemy, natural history, minstrelsy and poetry, medicine and herbology, engineering, and last but certainly not least, philosophy. That was a mouthful. Man, I almost walked out of this place without looting. That would have been a loss. So that was a level 10 drowner, man. That thing had a tremendous amount of health for just being a drowner.
Free City of Novigrad. Name actually used to mean something.
The very reason so many mages came here after the massacre at Loch Muin. Thought they'd be safe from Radovid's reapers. Instead, they jumped out of the frying pan into the fire. But Novigrad stands on top of a mountain of coin, and winning a war takes three things. Coin, coin, and even more coin. That's why they're exterminating mages, confiscating their property and possessions. And they'll go... Judging by what Klug said, the parcel should be around here on the bottom. Unless the poor man was mistaken. He's been forgetful ever since Manga interrogated him. Seems to be suffering from a persecution complex, too.
Current must have carried the sack seaward. I'll swim towards the port. Coming with?
Maybe some other time.
Don't know what you're missing. Water's thick with pungent oils. Guessing it'll do wonders for my complexion.
You're missing out. Okay, I think that's it. I'm actually super excited about next level.
Find the parcel? Or did you get wet for no reason?
Nothing like a refreshing swim in a filthy canal. Found a few fish, a rusty anchor, the carcass of a boat. Oh, and this.
Oh, my package. Hope the contents aren't soaked through. Oh, you're a doll.
Seem to be in your element.
Still remember my elements? How I use them?
Come on, 6 months isn't that long. It's not like I'm senile.
But you do have a history of amnesia.
I've recovered my memory completely.
Rude.
Good. That should stop people from taking advantage of you.
Someone's been taking advantage of me.
I have, for one.
I've never even intimated.
We need to hurry.
Buckets.
Greetings, sorceress.
Greetings, Brandon.
I didn't expect you to bring company.
Is that a problem?
By the eternal fire, no. I'm surprised, that's all. Together, I expect you resolve things twice as fast. You've the look of true experts. But I'd prefer you not to tarry and begin.
Triss, you and Brandon here. You've agreed a price?
We settled on a full coin purse.
Brandon & Co. is a serious outfit. We've the largest granary in all Novigrad.
Don't much like merchants who flatter with cheap praise before the job's done.
That was not cheap praise. I was merely stating a fact.
So am I. I want you to pay in full in advance.
I'm afraid that's impossible.
Then trap your own rats.
Well, now I know why she brought you along. Fine, full purse of Novigrad crowns.
Gimme.
As proof of my goodwill.
We need to place these crystals around the granary, near anything that looks rat-related.
I don't trust him, man.
I'll cover half the space. You take the other half. Look for evidence of rat activity.
Mm-hmm. Thing is, I know what evidence of manticore activity looks like, but rodents?
Geralt, we'd both rather be somewhere else. I'd rather be sitting in a royal council meeting, but they killed my king. Look for crevices and droppings.
Once we place this incense, what then?
I'll cast a spell and the rats will leave.
Can't do that without sprinkling incense? Don't really feel up to looking for rat shit.
Stop whining.
He's like, I deal in pest control. I just don't deal in this kind of pest control.
Looks like a good spot. I don't like that guy.
Brandon? I don't either. He's much too fat.
Can't help but agree. But no. Notice how he didn't try to haggle?
Must really want the rats out.
Triss, he's a merchant. He makes his living by haggling.
If I worried about that sort of thing, I'd starve to death in this city.
That's why I don't trust him either, though, man. I'm surprised he let me have the full coin first, beforehand. That doesn't make any sense.
A master monster slayer in the world's largest city, looking for rat shit. Jeez.
He is not pleased. Geralt does not approve.
Think I plugged every hole in there.
Now we wait for them to scurry away.
Interesting method. Never had much luck with rats. Once I hit one with a fork in complete darkness, trying to show off my witcher's senses. Masterful throw, really. Problem was, no one else saw it. How could they in the dark?
So, what do you think? Rat catcher? It's a long way to fall from being advisor to Temeria's king.
I'm just glad to see you safe and sound, and...
Reconciled?
I was worried about seeing you again. Doubted it could be pleasant.
We said everything there was to say 6 months ago. I don't want to go back to that.
I'm not going back to it. It's just... It's one thing to say something, it's another to actually do it.
We promised to remain friends. I hope nothing will change that. So, tell me how Yen's doing?
How do you know I found her?
You didn't answer my question. How's Yen?
Don't know yet. Asking about anything specific?
Never mind. I got my answer.
Ah, did I say something wrong? Dang it, man.
Well, well. Are lovebirds having themselves a little chat instead of working?
The job's done. Geralt, those are...
I know who they are, Triss.
My friends begged me to notify them if I encountered a mage, sorceress, what have you. Didn't have the heart to refuse.
It's a trap, Geralt.
This stank from the start. If these boys are here to help us kill rats, they're late. You paid up front and got what you paid for. Not half a rodent left in the granary.
I paid in advance because I knew I'd recover my coin.
Such is life for sorceresses in Novigrad these days.
I can see that, and I don't like it. So here's what I think. The hunters have come, and now they can go.
Literally.
They'll do no such thing.
All right, we've talked. Do what you gotta. Just remember, I can't help but get in your way.
Heard enough from this horse, son.
As have I. Neither is to leave here alive.
Alright, well, you're gonna end up dead too. It's okay.
I will kill. They killed him!
That bastard hired me on the assumption he wouldn't have to pay me. I'm trapped like a child. If not for you, we need to find Brandon.
Yeah, we do. And you know what? We'll probably go for Triss. We'll see. It seems like that more people want me to go Triss than
Don't kill me. Good
than
sir,
Yen,
no.
but we'll see.
They forced me. Had I not told them, they'd have set fire to my home, my warehouse. The mage hunters know no mercy. Spare me, good man. Be not like those murderers.
Shut up. I should kill you. Thing is, you'd be no good to anyone but the gulls as a corpse. So you'll live, and pay us double. Now.
Fine. Your coin.
Now, get.
Thanks, Geralt.
No need. Glad I could help.
You know, I've been thinking who might know something about Ciri. And I just got an idea. There's an Oneiromancer in town, Corrine Tilly. Very capable, supposedly.
Never trusted in Dreamer's abilities myself.
Corrine's been very effective. You should at least try. She's taken a job close by. Follow the canal, away from the fish market. The house is near the first bridge. Its owner, de Jonquier, is a rich banker.
Not coming with me?
I've got some things to take care of.
Another rat-infested warehouse?
Not exactly. Nothing even remotely satisfying. Such are the times.
It was nice to see you again.
You too, Geralt. You should go now, before Corrine goes back into hiding somewhere.
What if I want to find you?
I live in the Bits, near the fish market. Stop by. It'd be nice.
All right. See you later.
I'm knackered.
Oh yeah, I wanted to do that real quick. What level is... I'm gonna have to do that before I leave here, but where is... Is it part of the main quest? Oh, of Swords and Dumplings is it 24? Okay, you know what? Maybe we'll put that on hold for a while. Never mind. No. No, we fought against some 24s earlier. I think that's a bad idea.
Life's wet enough in the gutter.
Fucking hey, Oars.
Oh, I've had enough of living.
We'll see who I fancy by the end of this run.
Just passing by, wanderer? Or do you seek something specific?
Who's asking?
Rudolf de Jonquier. Of those de Jonquiers, yes. My ancestors laid the foundations of this city. I now own its largest bank.
Didn't need a recommendation. Name would have been enough.
Father always said, all ought to know your merits, son. Don't hide them under a bushel.
I did pretty well for how low level I am. But yeah, we'll leave those mid-20s alone for a while.
I'm looking for Corrine Tilly.
Oh, you've come to the right place then. Corrine is inside. Been there for a few days, dreaming the home's history.
I'd like to go inside, look around.
I don't usually let strangers rummage around my home. Twin swords, though. You're a witcher. You may enter, call that my whim.
The second sword, is it in case the first one breaks? Smart.